Oh, like the other ones?
Yeah.
Those are cats.
Oh.
Yeah, those are all cats Funko Pops. So she has She-Hulk, Miss
They're all the
Marvel.
girls.
Yeah, she has Scarlet Witch,
Captain Marvel.
Where's
Captain
the
Marvel.
knob for my headphones? You guys are yelling.
The what?
The knob.
Number 3.
Talk now?
Talking.
Hello.
Oh my god, you guys were just screaming in my ear.
Chacho was the one who set up the settings for that one.
Jesus.
What? I didn't change nothing.
Jesus, you guys are just yelling in my ear.
Yeah.
That's why you said it was loud, huh? Hey, your box is open.
What? Oh, pardon moi.
He said I'm indecent.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. Okay, welcome back to another episode of the Broke Boys. I'm Martin,
I'm Kat.
and today we have my old producer from the last episode now in the hot seat.
Oh, wow. What's your name?
I don't know.
Do you know your name? What's your
Yeah.
name?
I'm Xavier or Chacho.
Period.
Mm-hmm. This is
Yeah.
Kat's little brother, my brother-in-law.
This is my baby brother.
Yeah. So a little bit background that Kat was asking me earlier is like, how long have I known Chacho? And from what I remember, he was 4 when I met him. And now he is 14 because I've been with Kat for 10, pushing on to 11 years now.
Damn.
Dang.
Do you remember meeting Marty for the first time?
No.
Okay, people have clocked me on this. I call you Marty.
Mm-hmm.
My dad, whenever we get partners, like not me, but like anyone
Yeah.
that he meets, he gives them nicknames.
Mm-hmm.
Like he doesn't do their real name.
Yeah.
So when I said, "Hey, your name's Martin," he calls you Martin, but he calls you Marty.
Uh-huh.
Why? Don't know.
Yeah.
Where'd it come from? Couldn't tell you.
From what I remember, it was just, I remember your siblings asking me if that was okay for them to call me that
Yeah, I don't know why.
in the beginning.
Yeah, and
But it
kinda
wasn't,
just
it
stuck.
didn't
It was my
originate-
dad that started it.
Maybe. From what I remember, it wasn't your dad. It was your siblings that would ask about it.
I think it was my dad.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, but yeah, he's Marty. And then Chacho is because my abuela called him muchacho, like a little boy.
Mm-hmm.
And then our cousin Abby, who's a year older than Xavier, she couldn't say muchacho. So she just said Chacho.
Mm.
And Chacho stuck. 14 years later, he's still called Chacho.
Yeah.
Do you remember your first memory of Marty?
No.
He's just like always been there or what?
Yeah.
All right.
I think.
Or probably watching Marvel movies in your room.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I remember we used to do that. We used to watch. What was the other thing too? When you guys lived in the Ivanhoe house, it would be in the summertime. The pool.
Yeah.
I'd remember swimming with Chacho, helping him
in
learn
the
how to
pool.
swim.
I remember that. You don't remember that, huh? He's like, I'm too little.
Yeah.
Abby was small too.
She's a funny one. We have to get on the podcast.
Y'all should.
She's so funny.
Yeah. Maybe you guys could do an episode.
Together?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Would you want to be in an episode with Abby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be funny, huh?
Yeah.
You guys can be the host. I'll be the producer. You guys can host it.
That'd be so scary.
Scary.
Yeah.
No, it won't be as scary.
So yeah, one of the first memories that you have of Chach is watching, or Chacho has of you is watching Marvel movies.
But
What's good?
okay, but I only remember it in the Clinton house. I don't remember it at the other house.
The Ivanhoe house?
Yeah.
Which makes sense because Martin wasn't allowed in my room at the Ivanhoe house.
No, I'm talking about like when y'all would call.
When we would what?
Oh, like during was it COVID?
Probably.
During COVID where we did
Probably the start of COVID.
No, I can't remember. But we used to do video calls on through Zoom so we could watch Marvel movies together.
I do remember that now. Yeah, it was probably right COVID time or right before COVID.
Maybe it was right before COVID because I remember we were still in college. We just didn't have enough time to see each
hang
other
out,
and
yeah.
hang out over the weekends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do remember that. That's funny, Chach. I forgot about that. That little area.
Yeah, I still remember your room layout.
Yeah. That's cool.
I would either be on this side, but I would really like this. I could like, get better.
A better angle.
Yeah.
Dang.
That's funny. So yeah, so Marvel is what we used to watch. What is your guys' favorite Marvel movie?
Mine of
All time. Shows, movies, everything.
To narrow it down is hard.
Okay, fine. You can give me top 2 movies and top number 1 show.
No, I have to do the number one. I'm gonna stick to the number
he's
one.
locking down.
So I think my personal favorite is always gonna be Infinity War. That was
That's
locked
solid.
in.
And that's a solid one.
Yeah.
What's yours?
Movie?
Yes.
Yeah, it would probably either have to be.
Or you can give me
Dang.
top 2 if you can't pick one.
Dang. Well, no, I'm just probably Doctor Strange. First
Doctor
one.
Strange is a good
The
one.
first one or the second one?
The first one, and
first one.
probably
Okay.
Black Panther.
As the second one?
Yeah.
Ooh, I like
Nice.
how you went character and not like Avenger route.
Mm-hmm. No,
Solid.
solid.
Okay, what about
solid
show?
movies.
Okay.
Show. Ooh. Damn. I don't know. Like show wise.
Are we also counting like the special presentations?
Yeah.
The espresso pen. Oh, I know what you're talking about. We could, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so what's your favorite?
Go
one?
ahead.
Probably the Werewolf by Night. Special
Nice.
Ooh, I don't
presentation.
think I've seen that one.
What?
I don't think I've seen Werewolf by
We gotta
Night.
watch that one. That one's a good one.
I really like that one.
Show. I think this one for sure is like underrated by a lot of people, but I think I like it, just the dynamic of the whole thing and like the teasers behind it. But the Hawkeye series.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's weird.
Because like Hawkeye was, I feel like he was always like the underdog. Like he didn't have no superhero powers, no special abilities. He was just a guy with the bow and arrow who is super accurate on every hit that he can take.
Yeah.
And then that TV series was just like a good transition to showing like what happened, you know, after he was blipped and lost his family, and then
How
you
he
know.
was, like dealing with that.
Yeah, how he dealt with it by being a Ronin, and then just the transition, and then giving almost like passing the torch on to the next Hawkeye.
I guess I can respect it.
Based off of that, how do you feel about Echo?
I like Echo. I like the show. Mostly because the show was the actor. She has a hearing aid in
That's true.
real life, so she was like for them to tie in like her personal disabilities. Is that appropriate to say? But to tie in that, and then to show like the Native American culture, and
Yeah, Echo was cool.
it was really cool. I
thought
liked it.
cool.
Yeah. Another TV show I really liked was probably Iron Fist season 1.
Iron Fist, that's a good one.
I don't think I've seen it.
Those so Iron Fist is like the Netflix series that are barely getting like tied into now.
Got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Daredevil season 1.
Daredevil's a good one too.
I'm waiting for it to drop to watch it all. Like I want to binge it.
hmm
That's the one that's coming out now, though, right?
Yeah, they have 3 more episodes. Before.
I gotta watch that one. The other good one too is The Punisher.
Oh yeah.
That
Hey,
one's a good
stop
one.
fucking around. The other good one was WandaVision.
Compared to like Daredevil.
compared to
and,
like the others that we were naming, I mean, it's like.
I'm gonna go ahead and mute my
But
mic
I would
now.
say WandaVision.
I'm gonna go ahead and log off.
WandaVision was good to like, you know, introduce like the whole, you know, tying everything in from what happened after the fact.
I'm a Scarlet Witch apologist. I love her. She can do no wrong. She's still alive somewhere. She's gonna come back.
No, okay. So we're gonna dive. So if you guys haven't got a feel of the conversation yet, we're gonna dive deep into a little bit of the things that I really enjoy, which is Marvel movies and the whole MCU. And then Chacho is a huge fan as well. So we really share, and we share theories. So before we dive into this, though, let's go ahead and let's start rolling the intro.
We them broke boys from the hood. We on the missions understood. Won't catch us
Giannis.
slacking, we that good.
Antetokounmpo.
We always winning like we should. We flying high, we butterfly up to the sky. No way you catching us goodbye. Pray to God we make it out alive. I'll never lay my dogs
It's not even
behind.
popping
We
up in your
stick
camera.
together like we signed. We shooting stars, one of a kind. We undefeated, just resign. Money more lower than a bitch.
I think I did it better, Kat.
I knew you were gonna say that. Huh? He said, "I think I did it better."
Yeah.
I said, "I knew you were gonna say that. This is my job."
And for him to do it the first time, like, he got it.
Yeah, but he can't do it like me.
He got it. Round of applause. Please hit.
Round of applause. Round of applause. Round of applause. anyway.
Why'd you cut it off so early?
Because it's not worth it.
Did you even raise the volume when you pressed it?
Yeah.
I don't think she did.
Don't be rude. I know how to do my job.
Okay, welcome back to another episode of the Broke Boys. And so we're gonna dive in, and we might, talk about theories. With if you guys aren't familiar with the Marvel movies, try to catch up. There's so many things that we could talk about. And if you guys are interested or not interested, spoilers alert, because we're gonna fucking talk about
everything.
Yeah. So what were you gonna say? You were gonna say something.
No, I think Scarlet Witch is alive.
You were gonna theorize. You're theorizing that she's alive because it's confirmed that she is dead.
It's confirmed she's dead.
But nobody's really dead in the MCU.
But that's what I was gonna say. But like, dead where? Mm-hmm. Dead where? Dead how? Dead why? Mm-hmm. It's very hard for me to believe that people are dead because people just be popping back up.
Yeah.
Or people like resurrect, and she's a witch. Mm-hmm. Come on. She's dead. She's never coming back.
She sacrificed herself.
No, she's coming back. Don't ask me anything else. I don't know how. I don't know why, and I don't know when. But if I'm gonna be involved in this Marvel franchise, they need to bring back Scarlet Witch, Elizabeth Olsen.
I respect that.
That's all I'm saying on that. What are your thoughts?
That.
I think the only way that they can bring her back, if they reintroduce her as a mutant.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
In the X-Men.
Yeah, because now all the X-Men are gonna come in and they're gonna tie into this.
Hot take: I don't know shit about the X-Men.
You never watched none of the original X-Men movies?
I've watched the movies, but can I say that I
everything
that
I
know or I can recall? Probably not.
Yeah,
I remember watching them, but to recall information, probably not.
Yeah. So obviously you had the original Xavier, who's in the wheelchair. Mm-hmm. Then you have the original Magneto. Mm-hmm. A lot of the original cast, Cyclops.
They came back for.
They're coming back for. They just got confirmed for Doomsday.
Yeah. How do we feel about that?
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Who are you most excited to see come back?
Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler. I'm excited to see what Namor does here.
Namor.
Yeah.
Yep.
Namor. I don't know.
Namor.
Who else was confirmed? I have a list here. Do you guys like to see it?
Yes.
Let me read it to you.
Magneto, I'm really interested to.
I'm interested because it's all the retro characters from the original X-Men movies.
So it says, this is the confirmed list of the Doomsday cast. The first one is Chris Hemsworth. Do you want me to say the
character names? I don't think a lot of people know actors.
Okay. So Thor's confirmed, Captain America, Susan Storm, Ant-Man, Yelena, Namor, Shang-Chi, Bucky Barnes, Black Panther, The Thing, and Beast. And then there's Sentry, Joaquin Torres or the Falcon, Johnny Storm, Red Guardian, M'Baku, Ghost, Loki's kind of crazy, Professor X, Magneto, Nightcrawler, Mystique, Cyclops, and Gambit. Wow. Oh, and Mr. Fantastic was confirmed by Pedro Pascal.
That's a good one too. I can't wait for this Fantastic Four series.
Yeah.
But that one, you think they're gonna introduce like Victor Von Doom?
I feel like they have to.
They're the only ones that.
And he's the one, right? And he's the one that's playing by
Robert Downey Jr.
Yes. Also, I know it's another version of Captain America, and I know all that, but you don't think he's gonna know that that's Tony Stark?
What do you mean?
Tony Stark is playing.
Oh yeah,
you don't think they're gonna be like, Tony, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I told you this. I was like,
Iron Man.
I was like, imagine when they the reintroduction, seeing them is just like, what the fuck? You're Tony Stark from our universe.
Yeah. So what are you doing as?
So what are you doing as Dr. Von Doom?
What do you think?
Or who knows?
I think he's gonna try to use that as an advantage, and pretend to be Iron Man and try to help, get them to help him, kind of.
Yeah.
What?
Or there's a comic book as well that him and Dr. Van Doom are two scientists working in the same project, and they end up fucking around and merging. Intertwined. Yeah, they merge their brains or their bodies, they merge into one.
Something like that.
Something like that. So then he creates a replica of the Iron Man suit, but it's green and it's like Dr. Doom.
It's called the infamous Iron Man, I believe.
Yeah.
That's crazy. See, I'm not even up on all. I feel like I just got caught up with the last Avengers lore.
But
Like I can
so
confidently
much.
have a conversation about our Avengers and like keep up pretty well. But then they're adding all these characters and all these side quests I don't know shit about. Chacho beats me at all that. So what's new? What else?
Well, I don't know. And like Loki's a crazy one to add into that cast.
Isn't Loki a tree right now?
Loki is the one that's bounding like all the universes to like he saved all the universe.
But he's a tree.
Yeah, he's holding them together.
Yes.
So how is he going to play anything besides a tree?
I think.
Well, I think Chacho had a good theory that he said that. Go ahead, Chacho.
I think that Doctor Doom will kill him.
Say it closer to the mic, please.
I think Doctor Doom will kill Loki.
Somebody explain to me why.
Well, think about it. Loki's the one that's holding all the universes together. And if this version of Doctor Doom wants to control or take over, I mean, who knows? I don't know his full objective. But it's not like Thanos. Like Thanos wanted to wipe out half of the population.
Okay, question though. If Doctor Doom kills Loki, doesn't that mean the world ends?
Except
or like the universe?
The universe could end. Or in the universes, like the different variants of universes.
And then the sacred timeline would be the only one that lives?
It blows up. So basically...
So then there would be no universes.
Well, no. How Loki explained it is... you have to end the universe before it gets to the main tree. You kind of have to cut off the branch before it reaches the main tree, before it affects.
Because it will affect the sacred timeline. So that's why they had the TVA to try to stop.
To like exterminate some branches.
Yes.
Yeah, before they'll reach to the main tree.
The main timeline.
Yeah.
The sacred timeline.
Yeah, but since Loki was so like in touch with all these different people that he was like cared for, they all come from different universes, different variances of him, different variances of other people. So in order for him to save them, so that way they didn't have to live in the TVA or anything like that, he sacrificed himself to that for the greater good. And he became
Tree of Time.
Yeah, the Tree of Time. And then some people were saying that the tree is also the same, like, what is it called? The same photograph of the trees that they use in Viking mythology. Because obviously,
that's kind of cool.
Because you know how Vikings or Thor and Loki for Viking mythology, that's all based off North.
That's kind of cool. I didn't know that.
Norse mythology.
North mythology. There you go.
Did you know that?
No, but it's
that tracks.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay, what's another theory you guys have?
The Young Avengers are coming for sure.
Who are the Young Avengers?
So the Young Avengers would be Miss Marvel, right?
Oh, just the younger ones.
Yeah, all the younger ones.
Oh, sorry.
Kate Bishop. Who was the other one?
Wiccan. Who's Ant-Man's daughter? Cassie.
America Chavez.
Ooh, America Chavez. Who else?
Trying to see. The
Hawkeye's daughter. What's Hawkeye's?
I already said Kate Bishop.
Oh, sorry.
Or no. Yeah, no, it is Kate Bishop. My bad.
Who else, Josh?
Billy, possibly.
Oh, hot take.
He's the new Scarlet Witch, supposedly, right?
Yeah, the son of Scarlet Witch. Another one. Speed is his name in the comics.
Mm-hmm.
Pause.
What?
I forgot his.
Billy is the Wiccan.
Yes.
You're talking about Tommy.
Well, I got confused.
That's so funny because you've been saying Timmy all day. And the one time you need Tommy, you can't say it.
Timmy.
No, Tommy.
I don't know. I got confused. But yeah, in the Agatha series, they did the alternate like lives pretty good. How originally they were kids in their own, like they knew that they were. Well, I don't know how to explain it.
Okay, we'll try because you lost me.
In episode 6 of Agatha, where we get Wiccan's backstory, like they know that who they are. They know who they are. But then when Billy or is it Billy?
Billy, yeah.
Billy's one.
Comes to the body, he like has this whole mental breakdown to see if he killed the child to let himself live.
Yeah. Yeah, because the spirit, like, was going to take over the host and all that.
So you're saying that you're saying that in the universe, that when they were explaining the backstory, Billy already knew that he was a Wiccan, right?
No, that he took someone else's, like, someone else died.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he took over like the body, kind of.
Yeah, because when
yes, because when it happened when Wanda, yeah, I know,
The car crash.
Yeah,
I'm caught up. Yeah, I'm caught up.
Yeah, when Wanda had to kill
Wanda had to put them to bed, and they had to like essentially disintegrate.
Yes.
Then there was a car crash, and he went into that body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the same thing probably happened to Tommy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or Timmy.
Tommy.
Yeah.
And
Well, we saw that. At the end.
Yeah. So that's why like he's now in the hunt to looking for his brother. If he was to survive in a different body, who's to say that
Tommy couldn't survive in another body?
Yeah.
My idea is that will probably happen in Vision Quest somehow.
And Vision Quest is about White Vision, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the White Vision.
Do you guys know the timeline? Do you guys know the timeline of the movies coming out?
I know them pretty good, I believe. Well, what do you mean, like the
ones coming out?
Like the
now?
ones coming out, like the upcoming ones.
Well, the upcoming one is Thunderbolt, right?
Yep, and it's with all of those anti-heroes and misfits.
Yeah, the misfit.
The what?
The misfits.
Okay.
And then it's
which one's first?
Four. No, Thunderbolts.
Okay.
Fantastic Four.
No.
What?
It's not.
No, there's another one. I don't know if it's a movie or a show, but there's a list right here.
What is it?
Oh, you're going by. Okay, never mind. It's Ironheart, then
Thunderbolts, and then Ironheart, and then Fantastic Four, and then.
Okay, it's either Eyes of Wakanda.
No.
Okay, it's Marvel Zombies.
No.
What?
Dang, what is it?
Wonder Man?
Yes.
You're going out of order.
No, according to this list, I'm not.
Because Wonder Man is supposed to be at the end of the year.
Yes.
Okay, and the Marvel Zombies.
No.
Eyes of Wakanda.
No. Okay, so it says that Thunderbolts are coming out May 2nd, 2025. Mm-hmm. And then it says Ironheart, June 24th. Oh, that's our anniversary. 2025. Then it says Fantastic Four, First Steps, July 25th. And then Wonder Man, December 2025. And then Avengers Doomsday is May 1st, 2026. May 1st. Wow. And then... and then Avengers Secret War is May 7th, 2027. So there's a gap. It looks like there's a gap from December 2025 to May 1st, 2026.
Yeah.
And as of right now, it doesn't say that there's anything coming up besides that.
Because I think they're going to be... Not that they're done with shows, but they're going to wait for the next announcement to see how these shows do. These next upcoming shows.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. I think in Avengers Doomsday... I find it kind of odd that Spider-Man isn't involved.
Yet.
Who was the other one that wasn't named?
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Doctor Strange.
Uh-huh.
Hugh Jackman.
Wolverine
or Iron Man or Ryan Reynolds. Iron Man or Deadpool.
Yeah.
Who else wasn't named? Bruce Banner.
Chris
Hulk.
Evans.
Chris Evans.
Which we know is going to be...
He has to be, right?
Yeah, it's...
How?
Yeah, because it was already announced, right?
Chris Evans wasn't on the confirmed cast list.
No, but it was teased. But I think they had messed up because Chris Evans showed up in the Deadpool and Wolverine movie.
Yeah.
But who's to say that these other I'm intrigued and I'm interested on how are they able to reconnect all these people together.
But my thing is like, if there are so many timelines and so many like universes, at some point, aren't they going to have to kill all the other universes to keep one alive?
Eventually get to the point where they have
there's going to be too much going on to keep track of.
Well, remember we just watched Brave New World. At the end of that, the teaser of the credits, what that doctor told what's his name, Sam Wilson?
It was they're coming, or and y'all aren't, or some like.
It's like you guys aren't ready for this battle.
Producer, you should pull it up.
Sorry.
Damn, he checked you.
What am I looking for?
The end credit scene of Brave New World.
Yeah.
Because he was saying like, almost like that you guys aren't ready for these wars in different universes.
Okay, so let me see.
And with the Doomsday cast, I can see an Avengers versus X-Men thing like happening for sure.
Yeah. Like, I feel like there is going to be like a big battle between them because they're going to be like, hold on, there's a threat coming from a different universe to our universe. So then it's just like going to be this big battle before they realize like, oh, hold on, like there's a bigger threat than us.
Yeah, and then, eventually they're going to have to team up.
Or do you think that they're going to be jumping from one universe to asking for help? Like Dr. Von Doom is going to different universes and destroying these universes and taking them over. And they're trying to seek help from other universes to team up.
I think that would be the Fantastic Four. Because I feel like they're setting up this world to be...
Well, they're like the vintage universe, right?
Yeah, I can see probably them going to other worlds and asking for help against this bigger threat.
Where are the Guardians of the Galaxy?
So
retired.
Oh yeah,
they retired.
They did retire.
Yeah.
Well,
no, didn't.
No, not
all of them.
Not all of them.
But the main ones,
like Peter,
Quill,
Nebula, Drax.
Yeah.
I remember Drax. I was sad about Drax.
Gamora.
I
was sad. I have that quote if you guys still want it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
So it says, it was Stern's warning to Captain America. And it says, all you heroes protecting the world, do you think you're the only ones? Do you think this is the only world? We'll see what happens when you have to protect this place from the others. And that's what he says.
Which I feel like he's saying like there's going to be a multi-universe like battle between different
multiversal war.
Yes.
Yeah, so they're saying it's an implication. They're saying that Stern doesn't explicitly say that there's a multiverse, but he strongly suggests that the MCU is moving towards multiversal storylines with threats looming from other realities.
Yeah.
And then it says that it can foreshadow the Avengers Secret War, and that it's a warning that it's coming.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Too.
So.
Because then it's like, where's what's his name, Nick Fury, and all this?
Yeah. Where is he at currently? Actually,
I believe he's.
Isn't he with?
He's in space. In space.
With Captain Marvel, right?
No, with the
with the aliens, with the
Skrulls.
With the Skrulls.
Skrulls.
Okay, how do y'all feel about Robert Downey Jr. coming back to play Victor Von Doom?
I think it was a last hope that they needed something. Like Kevin Feige had gotten desperate just because of the whole legal issues that happened with Jonathan Majors, who was going to play the Kang, and Kang was supposed to be the biggest threat out of everybody. He was supposed to be the next Thanos. And then there was that whole legal battle that happened, who Jonathan Majors ended up coming out as innocent from court. And I think he had reached out to Kevin Feige to see like, well, if there's any possibilities of any future films, I'm ready to come back to be Kang.
Currently.
Do you think?
Go ahead.
I feel like that the only reason why they would bring him back is to demolish that story.
Yeah, I can see that.
So then it would be what? Just one movie, and he's like, "Hey, never mind."
It could be just finishing off whatever they started. You know?
Yeah.
But he won't be the main villain. Yeah.
Maybe of like a movie or two.
Yeah. Maybe
not even two.
I thought that it was a cheap shot to bring back Robert Downey Jr.
Really?
I think that he did his work in the MCU as Iron Man.
Yeah.
And he did what he had to do. Like, it would have been okay for him to be done.
Yeah.
I think because they're like I think because it's a new like era of Marvel, I think they were afraid to lose like the old fans.
Well, the MCU was already taking multiple losses. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. I think they were even worse. I think they were like even more scared to take even more losses.
Yeah.
So they're like, hey, let's bring back someone they're comfortable with, like them being the fan base. Like, let's bring someone they're comfortable with and bring back Iron Man. Iron Man was one of the main, like,
heroes.
Yeah, heroes of the last one.
He is the main hero that restarted the whole MCU.
But that's what I'm saying. I think that's why they brought him back.
Yeah. Which is no shade. Like, I think it was cool that they brought him back and make him a villain this time. But I think
it is a curveball. I guess no one saw coming.
Yeah, nobody would expect it. And again, like, it's almost like not doing injustice to his character as Iron Man, because it's always going to be iconic.
Yeah.
But it's almost like, how do you ruin the farewell, the goodbye that he just did?
And bring him back as someone evil.
Bring him back as an evil person.
Also, I think it's crazy that the next generation of kids, like their person is going to be, their Robert Downey Jr. is going to be Dr. Doom.
Yeah.
Like, they're not going to know.
Like, you don't know who the fuck is Iron Man is.
Who's Iron Man? And they're going to be like, that's Dr. Doom. Why is Dr. Doom playing Iron Man? Like, put some respect. If you're showing your kids a Marvel movie, put some respect.
Show them the whole fucking timeline.
Show them the whole timeline, because that's crazy. Like, if Chacho wasn't involved and he got involved right now, he would think that Robert Downey Jr. is Dr. Doom.
Well, you had to binge everything, huh? To get caught up with everything.
How long did that take you?
What do you mean?
For you to binge the whole MCU? Well,
I feel like it wasn't really...
Because I remember taking you to watch the movies, and you were like, you were thrown off by it, but you were like, oh, I need to catch up and do more research.
Do you remember what the first movie that you brought me to?
What was the first one that we took?
I want to say...
Oh my gosh.
We've gone to many, but I can't remember.
I want to say...
Was it Spider-Man's?
No. It was definitely after Endgame, I believe.
What was right after? No Way Home, Far From Home?
That's what I'm saying. Was it the Spider-Man?
I was thinking probably.
Because I don't think you went with us to see Eternals.
No, I did.
No, he did.
He did?
Was it Eternals?
Maybe.
I think it was Eternals.
I don't think so, because I remember...
I
remember for sure, I remember Doctor Strange 2.
Uh-huh.
And by that time, I did not see Doctor Strange 1.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So maybe it was Doctor Strange 2?
Yeah.
Maybe it was the Spider-Man, because that was...
I feel like it was the Spider-Man's.
I think it probably was the Spider-Man.
Or Love and Thunder.
No, not Thor Love and Thunder.
No, that one's too new.
Yeah. I want to say it had to be one of the Spider-Mans. It wasn't No Way Home. It was Far From Home when he gives up the glasses.
Maybe. I think it was one of the Spider-Mans.
Are you sure? Because the one where he gives up the glasses is Spider-Man 2.
Mm-hmm.
But that one was right after Endgame.
Yeah.
That one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
I think it has to be one of the Spider-Mans. I don't know which one, but I think it has to be one of the Spider-Mans.
Yeah. But I do remember I took you and then you were asking a lot of questions and I was telling you like, okay, like I was trying to catch you up to speed before we went and watched it. I forget what fucking movie it was. That's going to bug me now. But I know I explained it to you so that way we can get you caught up.
Just to see that movie.
Yeah, just to see that.
I want to say it was Spider-Man.
I don't remember though.
For some reason, I think it's Spider-Man. So how long did it take you? Okay, so after I wasn't into Marvel either until I started dating Martin. Because like Dad would watch them.
You know when Kat, like her first official, like going to the movie theater to actually see a Marvel movie was?
What was it?
I think it was Infinity War.
It was Infinity War.
We went with his sisters. It was a midnight. They used to do the showings at midnight, right? Of the releases. Like if it released, it used to release at midnight.
So like a premiere.
It was a premiere. It would premiere at midnight. Yeah. So then you'd have all these geeks and losers and us.
Okay, buddy. All right.
You'd have us there sitting, literally sitting on the floor in the movie theater, waiting for them to let us in at midnight. And then they would play it, and people were dressed up in costumes, like people were everything.
She would be like, "Why? Like this is the vibe." I would be like, "You have to rock your shirt." I was like,
"No,
be prepared.
And then you would like go in there, and then everyone would be like, "Oh!" Like it was really like the true fans that went at midnight. And then after the movie, everyone would clap, and it was like a whole vibe. Like it was a whole little thing, but it used to be at midnight. And then I remember I started getting shirts because I was like, I can't go to these and not be in a Marvel shirt.
You're the outcast.
Yeah, so remember having to get like shirts that had like Spider-Man. I think I was a lot of Spider-Man's always been my favorite.
Yeah.
So a lot of Spider-Mans. Why'd you look at me like that?
I don't know.
But yeah, what was I going with that?
Premieres. We were talking about just, I don't know.
No, I brought it up because it was about something to do with Doctor Doom, how y'all felt.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about Doctor Doom? Or about Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom?
I think, I think it was kind of last minute. But I guess it kind of works because Tony Stark wanted to build a suit of armor around the world.
That's true.
And like, who else would play him?
What do you mean?
Like, who else would be better than Robert Downey Jr.?
Well, did you know that Tom Cruise was offered the role?
Tom Cruise is like 4 feet tall.
Tom Cruise was offered the role. The PC turned off. Tom Cruise was offered the role before they
Robert
gave
Downey Jr.
They gave
Why did he decline it?
Because I think at the time, well, back then, the Marvel universe was not like big at all. If anything, it took so long to find.
Tom Cruise going to be Iron Man?
Tom Cruise was going to be Iron Man.
Do you know who Tom Cruise is?
Cat.
I'm asking. Yes? Say yes.
Yes, I do know who Tom Cruise is.
I'm just asking.
Come on, Cat.
How tall is he?
4 foot something.
Exactly, because I just said it. Anyways, go off.
But back then, nobody believed in the MCU. No one believed in Marvel movies. At the time, the only ones that would like get it would be Columbian Pictures. And,
that's crazy.
And after that, they only did the Spider-Man films, and then they stopped. They were like, we're not going to invest into any Marvel movies or anything like that. So when Kevin Feige made the first Iron Man, he was trying so hard to get other people to try to invest into this film, and nobody wanted to release it. Nobody was just like, no.
That's mean.
Paramount was the only one that reached out and was like, we'll do it. And they did it. So the first 2 Iron Mans are by Paramount. Yeah.
Yeah. And I probably bet Blade and the X-Men film probably even brought like the popularity down more.
Mm-hmm.
Even after that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because back then people would think like, oh, if you watch fucking movies, you're like Marvel movies, you're a fucking nerd, you're a geek and all that.
You're a geek and a loser.
I was like, dude, there's superhero movies. How do you not like superhero movies?
Well, hey, my bad, because now I like superhero movies. My bad.
Or like even, I enjoy some of the DC stuff. I'm not going to talk about it much, but some of the DC stuff.
I can't. I'm a diehard Marvel fan. I'm sorry. I can't get behind it. I try to watch Superman. I try to watch the one with Robert Pattinson. I cannot do it.
Yeah.
The older ones, I can't do it. The Joker, don't ask. I don't know nothing about it. Harley Quinn, couldn't tell you who she is. I know nothing.
I'll probably start watching them because of James Gunn.
Yeah, James Gunn.
Who's James Gunn?
You don't know who James Gunn is?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
He did all the Guardians of the Galaxy
Oh,
movies.
you were telling me about that.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, you guys know these people by name. I need context.
Yeah.
What are you going to watch? Or what is he doing? He's doing the upcoming movies, right?
He's the new Kevin Feige of the DC universe.
The head.
Yeah.
Yeah. So first, I believe he's gonna start off with Superman. Superman. He's gonna. It's the same month as Fantastic Four.
Oh, it's coming out?
I think it's only like a week apart.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. They're going to battle in the box office.
They're going to definitely battle. I think with James Gunn, I mean, he has a lot of things.
What movies did he do for the MCU?
He did all of them,
huh?
Yeah. Well, at the second, I think Guardians of the Galaxy 2, they were going to fire him and give him somebody else. But a lot of the actors were like,
they said they weren't going to do it unless he did it.
The other actors are like, we're not doing it unless James Gunn is doing it. And James Gunn had it already written, had it already set in stone.
That's crazy.
He also did the post-credit scene for Thor that was going to introduce them.
Yeah.
And the holidays one-shot.
Yeah.
That was cool. The holiday one's cool.
Yeah, with Kevin Bacon.
They go to sneak into fucking kidnap him.
That was so funny.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Are you all excited for the upcoming movies? Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four for this year.
I'm excited for Thunderbolts because I want to see how it goes, and I still can't believe that what's her name? Elena Romanoff? No,
Yelena.
Yes. I still can't believe that she has so much hatred towards Clint Barkin.
Well, that was only because what's her face? Kind of like
Manipulating.
Yeah, her kind of.
Yeah. So the Thunderbolts have a new version of Nick Fury, who she is recruiting.
She's the lady in purple.
Yes, with the purple hair.
She was in
Wakanda Forever.
She was in Wakanda Forever.
And she was in Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Wasn't she in Eternals?
No. And she was also in Black Widow, I believe.
Yeah, she was at the end of Black Widow. So
yes,
at the end of Black Widow, she manipulates Natasha's sister to believe in that
Clint Barkin
killed her.
Yeah,
he killed Natasha.
Yeah,
got it.
And it's just like that's
that's not what happened.
Not what happened at all. But then like I said, I'm interested into who she is because she's the new version of Nick Fury.
But for the villains, right? Or like the anti-heroes?
Yeah. I'm really excited. Who is y'all's favorite out of the Thunderbolts?
The Thunderbolts.
I can't tell you a single Thunderbolt.
We have Yelena, Bucky.
See, I don't know that that's what they're called.
What? Oh, their character?
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's good.
Well, you know Bucky.
I know Bucky and I know Yelena.
Bucky.
And then the Red Guardian.
Mm-hmm.
He was Natasha's and Yelena's fake father in Ohio.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's also Taskmaster, who's
that like machine that's able to like copy your style of fighting and combat and all that.
Yeah, she is. Wasn't she like a daughter of a agent or something like that?
Yes.
Okay, and then we have Ghost from Ant-Man and the Wasp. Yeah, Ghost, and then
Ghost
Sentry.
is the one that's able to phase through the walls and all that.
And Sentry. Is that all?
I think that's it.
No. U.S. Agent John Walker. He was.
Oh yeah, he was the knockoff Captain America.
Yeah. In what you call it?
In Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah. Okay, I like Bucky Barnes, and I like Yelena though. I feel like she's gonna do some things. Who's your favorite?
I think it's Red Guardian.
Really?
Red Guardian?
Yeah.
Why is he your favorite?
He's just like funny.
Yeah.
I really like him. What about you?
He's a goofy guy. I'm Bucky for sure.
Bucky.
But we just found out that from Brave New World is Bucky's a governor now.
Yeah, right? He's in politics
he's
or something
in
politics.
Like that.
Yeah,
so I wonder how that's gonna play out.
Yeah.
What's going on with Red Hulk? Are we gonna see him again? Is he just tweaking?
I think we're gonna see him again.
We're gonna see him, but I feel like it's not gonna be for a long time.
No, it's definitely just for a one time, like, you know, whenever
like a current.
Like I feel like he'll come out during a battle. You know?
Yeah.
Like, just release him, like, you know?
Yeah.
Something like that.
What about our Hulk?
Bruce Banner? No one knows. That's another one. Mark Ruffalo wasn't even announced either.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
So in She-Hulk, that was a disastrous fucking show.
Okay, I kind of liked it.
I thought it was I kind of liked it. I thought it was all right.
It was a disastrous show. It did no justice. And like the Hulk looked so small and his son looked so small
and bald.
And I was like,
bald's crazy.
What the fuck is going on with this shit?
I feel like for that show, I feel like they were kind of. Yeah, I feel like they just wanted another Hulk project.
Yeah, I think if
for the Red Hulk and Brave New World.
Yeah, I think they're might show the difference, like the separation between Bruce Banner and Max, which is the Hulk.
No, got that, but like, how?
Okay, well, in the Secret Wars like comic book era, I believe he goes like super like
off the wall.
Yeah, he like crashes out.
Yeah, because Max, I think
Max or Bruce Banner.
No, Max.
Max because he's
he's capped. Yeah, he's like encapsulated by Bruce Banner.
Yeah, and Bruce Banner's like controlling the bronze.
Yeah.
So Max like gets tired and breaks out, and then they just breaks out of that bond. I don't know exactly what they do to break out of that bond.
Yeah.
But he turns into Maestro Hulk.
Yeah.
And he just
Speaking Spanish.
He's just like
So in the comic book, Maestro Hulk is like
Yeah.
the superior version of the Hulk.
And that's Max.
Yes, kind of.
Or that's what he turns into?
yeah.
Yeah. It's a version that he can turn into because Maestro ends up killing like civilization. Like he kills he kills Captain America, he kills Wolverine, he kills Iron Man, he kills all those.
He crashes out.
He crashes out.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This lore runs deep.
It really does.
They all do.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm excited to see Chris Hemsworth back though.
I know. I wonder how they're gonna do that.
Yeah, I wonder too. It's crazy to see that a lot of these characters, like throughout the years, like when I say characters, I mean the actors that play the characters. Chris Hemsworth has been doing it for so long now.
He was so young for his first one.
Yeah.
It's almost gonna be 20 years.
Yeah.
Since the first Iron Man.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Is it Chris Hemsworth that said that he was like developing early Alzheimer's or something, and he was gonna stop acting?
He did a documentary of like, of his diving deep into his personal life, and
Did you hear about this?
His signs showed an increase of Alzheimer's at a young age.
Wow.
And so he was so worried and so like distraught about it that he actually wants to take a break took a break.
He took a break from acting.
I feel like this might be his last project.
It definitely has to be his last one.
No,
because
he's gonna be the next Thor.
Well,
Love.
I mean,
Love is gonna be the next Thor.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah, it's
why?
quite sad.
yeah.
And it would be quite perfect.
Closer.
Oh, it'll probably be quite perfect
If what?
because if him and Loki meet up.
And it's like a goodbye.
And they go together.
Yeah.
Stop! I'll cry right now. Wait, that's so sad because they're brothers. Stop! I'll cry right now.
What other villains do you think we might see in Doomsday or Secret
Martin
Wars?
wants Ghost Rider to come back so bad.
Oh my God, I've been itching for that
Martin's
one.
like, please.
Please, I'll play it. Disney,
He said,
throw
"Hey,
me the
sign me up, sign me
up. I'll be the fat fucking Ghost Rider. I guarantee you.
Knock it off.
I'll be the best one, bro.
Knock it
I don't give a
off.
shit. Imagine, dude, I turn Ghost Rider into the mic. That's my weapon.
That's crazy. Who do you want to see?
That's not okay. I would like to see. Dang.
I'm like, you pose the question. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not really a villain. I like to see Jeff, the land shark.
What?
I didn't know about the land sharks until we started playing Marvel Rivals.
It's only because of Marvel Rivals.
Well, you guys should talk about that too. What is Marvel Rivals?
So Marvel Rivals is a game that's on literally on any game that you can get it. It's for free. It's another version of Overwatch. If you guys have ever played Overwatch or you guys have it.
It's a 6v6 hero shooter game.
Yeah, and you get to play all the characters in the MCU, and some of them are comic book characters. Some of them are just the characters that we all know.
He's kind of cute.
He is. Look.
No, okay.
And oh my God.
Maybe show the camera.
Show the
do
camera.
that?
Show the camera. You just put it right in front of the camera.
That's Jeff the land shark.
Or is it a good view on here? Oh, yeah.
Focus. Yeah, there you go. That's Jeff the land shark.
He's so cute.
Okay, so in the game, his abilities is he is a strategist, which he can heal. His whole thing is healing, and just healing and being cute.
He's so cute.
So
and then he fucking goes under the cement and shit. He's a land shark, so he goes back into land sea, I guess you could say. And he heals himself.
Yeah, he heals himself, and then he can also like spew out like bubbles that can heal his people, his
That's kind of
allies.
cool.
And then another attack he can like kind of spew like what's like how to describe the long blue line?
It's like it's like a
Kind of like drool. No,
it's I don't know how else to explain it, but I know what you're talking about. I can't.
Yeah, but it's like
an ultimate ability that he's able to use.
it's a his ultimate is he can swallow people.
Yeah.
He can swallow people and then throw them off.
Throw them off the map.
Yeah. Yeah, he's really fun to play as.
Yeah.
And he's super annoying.
I know. I think the first time that I seen it, and this dude was fucking. This is in the video game. He started doing this thing, and Chacho's just like, it's called. What was it called?
Like rage bait.
Rage bait, and I was just like, well, it's fucking making me mad. It's fucking working.
Because he'll like throw something at you. His primary attack.
He would attack me, and then
go underwater, and then he'll come back up like behind you, and then he'll do the same thing.
And I'm over there just trying to sling and get him, and I can't.
And you can, and even if you get him low, he can heal himself with the bubbles.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
You said so. I want him.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good choice.
Or who else?
What about you? Any villains or anybody that you would want to see?
Not the Scarlet Witch.
I was gonna say Scarlet Witch. Let me think. I don't know. I don't feel like I know enough of the lore to like pick one out that hasn't already been said. I want the Scarlet Witch to come back, obviously.
Yeah.
I want her to come back as a villain. I want her to fuck shit up because her storyline makes me so sad.
Maybe.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You can just talk, X. You don't have to raise your hand. Cut me off.
Present.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so in the mutant runs, or in the X-Men, she is really, really powerful.
Yeah, she plays the Dark Phoenix, right?
I don't know exactly, but she's pretty.
She's pretty powerful. It's another version.
I always argue with Xavier, and I say that she's one of the most powerful Avengers. What are your thoughts?
Scarlet Witch is the most powerful Avenger, is what you're claiming?
I'm saying one of the top.
One of the top.
Yeah.
Top 5 at least.
Top like 3.
Top
maybe.
3, I'd say.
Top 3.
How do you guys feel? Because me and Xavier have heated debates about this.
Okay, Chacho, give me your top 3 then.
Top 3.
Top 3.
No. Just argue with me.
Yeah.
Why you think Scarlet Witch is not one of the top 3 most.
Well, give me the top 3. So obviously Scarlet Witch is there. Who's the
Doctor
other?
Strange.
Doctor Strange, okay.
Wait. Are we talking about overall or just like?
Or just
Old
what you know,
Marvel. Just old Marvel.
Just in the movies.
Just the movies. Just what I know.
Well, just what you know.
Why are you saying it like I don't know a lot?
I was like,
why'd you say it like that?
Okay. The truth is gonna come out.
Oh man.
Okay, go ahead.
Kat, I only been arguing with you because I want to argue with you.
Okay.
So yeah, I actually think
It's crazy. We get him on a mic and his story changes.
Oh man.
Crazy.
no. I think she is pretty powerful, but
This is not the song that he tells me.
But I think Doctor Strange is very powerful as well.
Okay.
What was your argument before of why you thought? Why would you argue with me? Because I would say that she's one of the powerful.
She is the powerful.
She is one of the most powerful that I think.
Yeah.
For me, she's the most powerful.
Stand on it.
Mine isn't. I don't know. My vast of knowledge is not as big as your guys's. So, to me, she's the most powerful.
Okay.
My defense was always. Go ahead. You can cut me off. Go ahead.
Are we talking about like all of the like comic book characters?
We're talking about the Marvel
Just the movies.
from Iron Man to Endgame.
If it was all the comic books, and I can name a
Okay, are we counting the X-Men films?
No, 'cause they're not out yet. But I'm saying
few. No, they are out. They're the older
no,
ones.
not the old ones. No,
She's saying just the MCU that she knows.
Bruh.
I would argue with Xavier all the time because I would say that he's the most powerful.
Okay.
She is the most powerful. That Scarlet Witch is the most powerful.
Okay.
And Xavier would argue with me that she was not. And why would you say she was not?
I just think she died.
That's his theory. Okay.
She died.
No,
Okay.
my theory was like, okay, she's like strong, like emotionally.
Yeah.
But then she was the only one that was able to break the fucking stone. The stone in Vision's head. She was the only one that was able to break it. She was the only one that put a fight against Thanos when that was going down. She was the only one.
Yeah.
Everyone else got like booted to the side. And Xavier was like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Wait. Okay, so you're telling me you wouldn't fight? You wouldn't fight?
What do you mean?
Like you just said right now, she's the only one that could fight.
She was fighting.
Yeah, but like if you were between Thanos and Vision, you would not have fought.
No, I would have, but that's why I think she's one of the strongest.
She stopped them for
ground.
like
she
a second.
She held her ground, and it was longer. It was a second longer than anyone else did.
I hate to break it to you, but
Hulk kind of stood his ground in the beginning. He lost, yes,
but
also because he has another persona in him.
She also broke the Infinity Stone. She also broke an Infinity Stone.
I get what you're saying.
She created a whole universe. Mm-hmm. She doxed. I don't know if that's the right word.
Doxed.
She put a hex. She hexed a whole city.
Yeah.
She created a whole world. She created fake kids. She created all these things.
She controlled everything. Yes.
Yeah, her on her own by herself. That's why I'm like she's one of the strongest.
Yeah.
For me, she's the strongest because how can you do that?
Okay.
In the comics, she is definitely one of the strongest.
I know, so why would you argue with me?
Because Doctor Strange is just better.
Yeah, I can
say yeah.
I can further take this debate into the next level because neither one of your guys' characters would beat my character at all.
Which is who?
Well, no, Scarlet Witch is not my character.
Scarlet Witch is my fighter.
No,
I'm putting Scarlet Witch in front of anyone.
My character, but based off the comics, since she wants to bring in what she just knows.
Scarlet Witch is the strongest Avenger, and I'm going to stand my ground on that.
Out of the MCUs, you're standing on Scarlet Witch.
Yes, she's a bad bitch.
Okay.
And she's a girl, and I love it even more.
Okay, can we do top 3? Top 3 now.
No, stand on your one. Stand on your one.
Okay. You go, Marty.
Oh, you want me to go?
Yeah.
Okay, hands down. I'm sorry. Wolverine is kicking everybody's ass. The Wolverine is kicking everyone's ass.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
What?
How do you figure?
No.
How do you figure?
Okay.
Think about it.
Okay, go.
Think about it. He regens.
Yep.
Yeah.
He can't die. He doesn't. He takes hits. He has a pit full of rage, and no one can probably stop him.
Put him in a room with Scarlet Witch, and Scarlet Witch is walking out.
Okay. I'll tell you my character, but first I wanna break down these.
I'm just clarifying.
People.
I'm clarifying that it's only for the movies. If we get comic books, there's somebody else that can top everybody.
Well, no, I'm talking about comics book now.
Wait.
Okay, well, no. First
movie. First the movie.
Okay. Scarlet Witch is stronger than Wolverine. Hands down.
I think yeah. Yes.
Logan's willpower will always come out on top.
But like Wanda not only like physically, but like emotionally too. Like
Wolverine needs is just to chop her head off, and that's it. Game over.
Okay, wait.
Okay, Marty, on that he can regenerate. Okay, fine. But like she can put a hex on him so easily and ruin his life.
Oh my god, we're about to fucking download fucking Marvel vs. Capcom and play that game,
dude.
Okay, Marvel.
Marvel Martin.
Marvel Martin. Are you familiar with the lines "No more mutants"?
No more mutants. Sounds familiar. Who are you going to talk about?
Okay, well, no, I'm helping her out right now.
Thank you.
So, Scarlet Witch, this was during the House of M storyline. Scarlet Witch killed 80% of the mutant population. Mm-hmm. And the one that survived, she like
hexed.
Well, she made them like so like powerless that they couldn't like
do anything.
Yeah. So, I forgot why, but she got like crazy mad.
She crashed out.
She really crashed out.
She does that sometimes.
And she uttered the words "No more mutants."
Okay.
And all the mutants on planet Earth.
And isn't Wolverine a mutant?
Yes.
He is. Kat,
all I have to say is
producer, can you look up the words "No more mutants"?
All I have to say is there's a version of Wolverine where he literally killed off the entire superhero population, and he was the only superhero left standing.
Yeah, but like anyone can do that.
Boom.
The Squirrel Girl can do that. Deadpool can do that.
So I don't see nobody else rocking Squirrel Girl merch over here. Okay, I see Wolverine right here.
Two
of them. And look, Even zombie Wolverine on top.
I found a Reddit post that has to do with this.
Yes. Please.
Okay, so it says, so why exactly did Wanda say no more mutants? Like, what was her reason for saying that? Was she mad at the mutants? And then somebody responded, and this is just Reddit, so I don't know how factual it is. But it says she created the House of M to make everyone and her family happy. Magneto killed Quicksilver in a fit of rage after finding out he convinced her to do it. Already on a knife's edge, Wanda, seeing her brother killed, resurrects him and blames everything on her father. Wanda claims that even when trying to make him happy, he's still a monster, and furious that after giving him what he wants, it ends in chaos. She decides that mutants aren't superior. They're just freaks, and utters no more mutants to punish him.
Yeah, so...
I'm just saying, dude, there's a timeline where Wolverine literally wiped out all the superheroes.
Yeah.
Point blank, period.
I don't think so.
Or he killed all the people on the planet. He was the only one left alive.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
There's a comic book on it.
I think Scarlet Witch is the strongest, and I think that if you put her in a room,
Now,
with Wolverine,
if we go comic book wise, I'm sorry, but Ghost Rider takes that hands down.
Okay.
With the powerful gates of hell right there.
Okay, mine.
Chad is like, okay, let me stir this up.
Yeah.
Who's yours?
Okay, I have like two, and they're all on the same team of Marvel. Of the Midnight Suns. Actually, I have three. I lied.
Okay, for those who don't know, who are the Midnight Suns?
The Midnight Suns are kind of a group of the supernatural anti-heroes, kind of. And they're kind of like the horror side.
Yeah.
And who are they?
The supernatural side.
Or they're just called the Sons of...
The Midnight Suns.
Midnight
They're over the year there has been a bunch of people on the team. Mm-hmm. Like all together, there've been like 43 people.
Damn.
But they're people like Agatha, Scarlet Witch, Doctor Strange. Who else? Werewolf by Night, Man Thing, Moon Knight, Ghost Rider, Blade. All the like.
The supernatural side of
Marvel.
Marvel.
All the monsters.
Yeah.
Like there's a tab in Disney Plus called Marvel Monsters.
Yeah.
That
There's even a poster of them too. Of all the
I found a list if you guys want it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it says the team consists of Night Stalker, Morbius, the Living Vampire, the Spirit of Vengeance, Ghost Rider, Blade. Yeah, it says Johnny Blaze, Ghost Rider, Vengeance, the Guardians of the Darkhold, which is Sam Buchanan. Does that sound like something?
I don't know.
It says, Doctor Strange does not officially join the team until the Siege of Darkness storyline.
Oh, Wong. I forgot about Wong.
Wong's in it?
Mm-hmm. Wait, did I say Wong?
No.
No, but I believe he's...
Maybe not.
Oh,
hold on, this list is jank. Hold on, let me find another one.
Brother Voodoo. I know.
Okay, let me see. Okay, sorry. So here's a Reddit. It says, what exactly is Marvel's Midnight Suns? And then it says, originally, it's the Mystic Nine, a prosper-sized group to stand against Lilith.
Yeah, the mother of all demons.
Yeah.
It was the Night Stalkers, the Darkhold Redeemers, 2 Ghost Riders, and Morbius teaming up over the course of multiple titles, if I remember correctly. Ever since then, it's kind of a catch-up name for grabs of any supernatural team members.
So, mine are Moon Knight and Man Thing.
Nah, Man Thing's a tough one, but Ghost Rider can definitely burn everybody to the ground. And I think with Ghost Rider, all he needs is just any fucking weapon, he'll turn it into his.
Man Thing is crazy.
Why?
I just saw a picture of Man Thing. He looks crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe show the...
Do you want to see the camera? The
audience.
Does the camera want to see?
Yeah.
This is Man Thing.
Yeah, he is one of my favorite people in Marvel.
Interesting.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah. And the Fist of Khonshu himself. Moon Knight.
Did I watch Moon Knight?
No, you didn't, but you would have liked it. It was a good show.
It really was.
That one would have to... I would almost say that one was the best show.
Really?
It was really up there.
Yeah.
Maybe I should watch it.
It's a good one because it's like you're almost like don't know what's going on at all.
That's how I feel right now with the next phase of Marvel.
Like, I think one of the opening scenes, just him in a random field.
Yeah.
And he just don't know where he is or why.
And that's like where it starts?
It shows like, because you think like, oh, maybe he's just like schizophrenic, because that's what it's like feels, or multiple personality disorder. Like it really ties into something like mental disorder.
Mental health.
Yeah. And it twists and turns like a motherfucker. It's good.
Yeah, it's really good. And I believe there's 3 identities.
Yes.
Jake, Steven, and
then the last one,
Grant, I believe, or Mark. Mark
is the
Spector.
assassin, right? The expert.
And then
crazy.
Steven is just the one that has no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
He's like has no idea.
And this is Moon Knight?
Yeah.
It's like he has 3 different personalities.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So
And it's interesting because each personality has a different outfit.
yeah.
So he's just switching outfits?
Yeah, kind of.
And think of all of this, and you're just Steven had no idea what's going on. An Egyptian bird is speaking to you.
Yeah.
While doing this. And then you're seeing all of these random things play out in front of you.
That sounds crazy.
Yeah. And then obviously Moon Knight is based off of some of the Egyptian mythology. So those gods.
I didn't know that.
And
Khonshu.
Khonshu is the one that's with them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the spirit of Khonshu.
Interesting. I had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they're all part of the Midnight Suns. Yeah. So you really think that Ghost Rider?
Oh, for sure. Hands down. Ghost Rider, for sure.
He said, I want to talk about that.
I'm sorry, but like, I think of it, and I've always think of it like this. I was like, Ghost Rider can easily take somebody else's weapon. And let's say, even if they don't have these scenes in the comic books, but if he hypothetically wanted to use Captain America's shield, he'll turn it into his own fucking shield. Period.
At that point, he's just like stealing.
Yeah.
At that point, it's theft.
Yeah, but like...
He can use Iron Man's suit of armor and turn it into his.
But how did that exactly help him?
Think about it.
Okay. Let's just use Iron Man.
Think about it. It's using other people's abilities and weapons.
Okay, let's start as Iron Man. Iron Man's suit of armor.
Mm-hmm.
I know one superhero that could take out Iron Man instantly.
Who?
Magneto.
Yeah. Unless it's the Iron Man suit with nanotech. Is this still metal?
I would think so. Do you know who Magneto is?
Magneto.
I want to say yes, but I
the
don't. The temperature, right? Not temperature. The metals.
Yeah, and magnetism.
Yeah.
He's the father of Polaris, I think her name is, the Scarlet Witch, and Quicksilver.
That's why I know the name. That's why I know.
He is rivals with Professor
X.
X, right?
Yeah, and yeah, he's really, really powerful. So Magneto could just easily.
But he can't magnetize bones and fire.
Yeah, but he can take his motorcycle, his main transportation. The chain whip.
The chain whip.
Yeah,
He said gone.
Whip. That's
Gone.
Fine. That's fine. He doesn't.
And
need
then he
it.
just bones and.
Because then he can grab something, he can turn it into a gun.
But gun. Come on.
It's on fire. Can't be metal.
Okay.
He said he can't fight if you're burning.
Johnny.
You can't
Johnny
forget
Storm.
that Johnny Blaze still has other supernatural abilities. He doesn't all need the chain. He doesn't need all that. He can literally use the gates of hell for his fucking power. Fireball and everything.
But what if one day
And fighting combat.
him and Vengeance are beefing one day?
That's true.
And he's just not like allowed to come back for that day. He just in timeout.
Yeah, imagine.
In timeout's crazy.
Then he's gonna be in the blue flame instead of the red flame.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Well, we're at about an hour and 10 minutes. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about before we go? Chacho, is there anything else you want to say while you're on mic about Marvel? Any theories you want to throw out there? Any future predictions? Any arguing points you want to bring up?
That Wanda is not the strongest Avenger.
Oh my God.
Okay, yeah.
He said his statement.
Yeah.
You're wrong.
Confirmed.
I wanted you to say something profound, but now you're just talking crazy.
Like what? What would be profound?
I don't know. But Wanda is the strongest Avenger, so you're just silly to say that.
Damn.
She's not even an OG Avenger though.
All right, don't be rude.
Like of the 6. Okay, by the way, of the 6 OG Avengers, Thor is the only one in Avengers Doomsday.
So far.
Yeah.
That's right. That's crazy.
Well,
He's
Hulk
the
can be
only
one. Where's
one.
Hulk?
No idea.
He's in space.
Is he really?
No.
No, he's not.
Well, he came back from space.
Yeah.
He's probably eating a small taco somewhere.
Yeah, with his bald son.
Bald son is crazy.
Yeah. Would you say he's definitely balding? If he's not bald,
let him go. Let him go.
Let the man.
He has a
live.
very
Let him live.
receding hairline.
Receding.
Wait, have you seen him?
Maybe he wanted to look like a son. You never know.
Have you seen him?
It's the Hulk's son.
Yeah, Scar.
Yeah, his name's Scar.
If I Google and he looks like Dr. Phil.
No.
No,
You'll
he's not.
see.
He's not bald, but he's.
Oh, wow.
It's a different hairstyle.
Why does he look like that?
I don't know. And then also, how did he get his son? Did he went to? Oh, no, not that one,
Who?
Look up. Yes, there you go. That's on the show.
And
Like a 5-head.
And who's his mother?
No idea.
Not yet, not revealed. But it seems like it was when
He went to
Oh my
space.
God.
when he went to
look.
space.
Look at this picture.
So okay, now that you've seen him, is he bald?
He just has a really far back hairline.
Yeah.
I think he's bald.
I don't think he's bald. I think he just has a really far back hairline.
I think that's a wig.
For sure. That cannot be that man's hair. Ugh. Well.
Well, I appreciate this debate. Thank you guys for all listening. And remember, you guys can catch us literally anywhere and everywhere. Video format and all on YouTube and the audio format on all platforms. And don't forget to check out vlogs. Vlogs are now available every Tuesdays. And yeah, we will catch you guys on the next one. I can't wait for the next Marvel movies. And best believe we're going to vlog that too. So stay tuned, and Chacho's definitely going to be our ride or die in all these movies that are coming up. Look, Chacho's
He
like,
said, sign me up.
Yeah. All right. Well, we love you guys. Chacho, you have any closing words?
Toodaloo.
All right. Adios.
Y'all have a good night. Much love. Peace.
Bye.
Bye bye.